Well, welcome everyone. I thought I'd just do a pop-up. I'm kind of difficult for me to stick to a schedule because I'm out and about. It's summer. I'm enjoying the last part of this summer. It's been really an amazing summer for great weather, and I've been out lots on my motorcycle. So it's doing camping and taking day trips and that sort of thing. In fact, I just thought I'd just pop on for a quick live and see if any other readers popped in the chat and want to come on with me, or I can go solo. That's fine. I thought maybe I'd answer a few questions, or we can just chat. And then after, I don't want to be too long. Hi, Patty G. You're the first one in the room. So I decided that, yeah, I'd do this quick live, and then I want to go out for a motorcycle ride. I'm going to pick up a few groceries. So, hi, Maura. Welcome. Yeah, so people, I guess the notice has gone out. Hi, Sherry. Yes, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a minute. Yeah, I took a step back. I just took the summer off, and yeah, been enjoying myself. Yes, it's been a long time. That's right. Hey, Heather. Oh, you're working on a project. Oh, okay, that's fine. I just thought. Do you want to chat for a minute on screen or just in the chat room? Tell us about your project. Oh, you're still walking from home, Patty. Good for you. Hi, Michelle. Nice to see you. Yeah, so I just thought I'd pop on and it's not going to be that long alive. And after that, I'm going out to pick up some groceries on my motorcycle. So how are you doing, Michelle? How's life treating you? Yeah, I don't know if I have anything really new to report. I mean, I'm working on my book. It's been slow of late, but I've been enjoying the summer. But I know September I'll be, well, it is September. It isn't September 1st today. So I'll be yeah, really hitting writing the book. Yeah, as I said, yeah, I'm doing well, Michelle. Yeah, it's been nice to take this break for the summer, from YouTube and just enjoy the lovely weather. And I've been enjoying my motorcycle, going for day trips and camping trips on my motorcycle. It's been yeah, it's been a great summer, and we'll have probably have a really good. Yeah, that you can hang in chat. That's fine. That's fine, Heather. Um, what was I going to say? Yeah, fall here is usually really nice, so I probably will be still doing some motorcycle trips, but because you got to make hay while the sun shines, and who knows how many. Oh, I shouldn't say that. I was. Oh, you've gone back to. Of course, you guys go back earlier than we do. Our students go back Tuesday, the day after Labor Day, and I'll be hanging out with some retired teachers to. Um, I can't remember what they call it. Ignore the bell or something like that. We go out for breakfast together and swap stories and we just chat with other retired teachers and glad we're not having to go in. Hi, Spirit Beyond the Stars. Nice to see you. Hi, Priscilla. Yes, thank you. Yes, hit that like button. It does help the channel. Oh, they're on their third week of school. Yeah, you guys get out in May, don't you? Yeah, we get out at the end of June, the very end of June. So, yeah, our students are going back on Tuesday. So, I have kept up my teaching license. You have to pay a licensing fee every year. I did tell them I'm, officially retired, officially for the second time retired back in April. But I have kept my license active so that if there's, if some friend has an emergency, I can pop in for them. So, but I don't want to be on the list. Yes, yeah, it's great. Yeah, seeing people I used to teach with and having breakfast with them, and yeah, it's really neat. Yeah, really neat. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, yeah, I've got a a pet sitting gig in December. It's going to be, I think, from about the December 11th, I think, to January 18th. So just over a month. This family, which is a retired vet and her husband, and they have two beautiful Labradoodles. And um, do they allow whooping children with paddle? No, no, no. Those days are gone. I never was in, I be my first year of teaching was 1980, and back then we didn't. No, we called it the strap, and it was not, it was not allowed even back then. Certainly was when I was a kid, and I never got it, but I'm making up for that now. What was I talking about? Can't remember. Yeah, uh, it is. It is. You don't need to do that. There's no need to do that. I agree with you, Heather. Um, and I didn't do it with my children. I know in a fit of temper, my husband got really mad when my daughter was, I guess, about 2, and he spanked her, and I stepped in and said, "Oh no, you will never do that again." So Spears says because here in the United States, a lot of schools are starting to give the students swats with a paddle. I was just wondering if they do that. No, we don't do that here. Oh, really? Wrap you on the knuckles? Yeah, no, we're not allowed. In fact, it's gone too far in that I feel, that there's some students that are really entitled and they're just really awful behavior, and they figured out that nobody can do anything to them. And uh, I mean, you can still have detentions and stuff like that, but uh, I just, especially when a student is violent, I was I went in for a friend this past March. I was there in the classroom for a week, and there was a student that can be violent, and he started chasing a student around the room, with intent to harm. And so the other student was in a corner cowering. I got in between the violent student and the other student, and I can't remember if I said it out loud or whether I just showed this kid with my eyes, "You're going to have to go through me," which he chose not to. But then recess time came and I knew something was going to happen. So, anyways, the kids went outside. I went outside and he'd already grabbed this kid by the hair. The kid had long, about hair my length, grabbed him and pulled him down to the ground. And so I just said to him, "You go to the office right now." And he's the kind of kid that said, "No." But what I do is I give a very short directive with kids like that: "Go to the office." And then I started to walk to the office, and he followed me. And I found the principal. "Hi, Pamela." "Oh, good. She talked to the teacher. That's great." But anyways, I talked to the principal who happened to be in the library, and I said, "I'm sending so and so home." And I didn't ask him to send him home. I said, "I am sending so and so home," and he really respected me. He'd known me a long time over my career, and so he said, "Okay, what was the trigger?" And I said, "It doesn't matter what the trigger was. He's violent and he's going home." And he just nodded his head. So yeah, they give them way too much slack now. Well, what they do is call it trauma-informed education, and you're supposed to, try to work out other things with the kid. But this kid has figured out the system, and I'm sorry, you're not allowed to touch another student. Anyways, I've told that story many times, and let's get off that subject. Oh, question. You're planning a cruise in the end of November. Will it be safe? Okay, I can answer a few questions. Sure. So I'll star that. If anybody else has questions. Sure, I'll answer a few. So Sherry says, my husband and I never spanked our daughter. Not going to a skating rink or movies with her friends hurt a lot worse, I believe. That's right. That's right. You, yeah. And that's what I would do with students too, saying, okay, you're not going to be in the computer today or something like that. Right. Or, but if it's really egregious, then I would send them home. But that didn't happen too often. I managed to, in the classroom I had with my own class, I was able to really control things really well. I could see things, and of course, intuitively could also feel that something was going to heat up and not be a good scene. So I would get in there right away. Also, I had really good skills in those kids that could, pop off the handle, could lose it. I would see the signs early, or I make sure they didn't have frustration. I was always very careful about giving them work that they could do, because it's not about them comparing themselves to other students. It's about their progress. And I used to celebrate those students that were struggling, the ones that made progress. I celebrated other, the smart kids. I celebrated their progress, of course, but I also did with the kids that were struggling, because it was so important. Yeah. 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 I would take away because I can't remember. As I said, I also, for the kids that were really, um, they were on individual education plans, and, they were, I had a lot of behavioral kids, what we call behavioral kids. And, I used to record what they did and during the day and when it happened, and, send it home to their parents. So they knew it was going home to their parents. Yeah. But yes, I use positive reinforcement, encouragement, and nipping things in the bud so things didn't get out of hand. It's an art. It really is an art being a good teacher. What? Not turning in homework like that's uncalled for. Where are they doing this, spirits? Where in the States is this happening? Okay. The teacher wanted my left knuckles and maybe use my right hand. Now I can use both hands. Yeah, I had to learn, what, so was this back in the 70s, you said? I hope so. Oh, just a minute. I'm going back here. I had a teacher in first grade. Every time she cut me with a pencil in my right hand, she would crack me on the top of my knuckles. Ah, that's terrible. Oh no, I don't think that happens anymore. It certainly doesn't happen here. Absolutely. Absolutely, Michelle. Yeah, exactly. They're like I know I went to a workshop that's many years ago, and it says it's like they're a shaken can of Coke. They've had an argument at home or stuff like that, and if just the littlest thing goes wrong for them, they explode like that can of Coke. So it was some kids we gave a soft start to because their home lives were awful, and just that we had them, like, the principal was great. She had a few students that would come into her office as school was starting, even before and when they arrived, actually. And they would have breakfast because maybe they didn't have it at home, or and she would just talk to them, just very positive things about how their day was going to go, and she was pre-correcting them, and she just made them feel safe and that sort of thing. And then they would go into the classroom maybe 15 or 20 minutes late. I also did a soft start to my day with the kids. They would come in, some were late, but I would have this beautiful music for children, calming music playing on my boom box, as we called it. Um, anyways, I would have it on my computer and play it through speakers. big speakers, and it was just this lovely music, and they read. It was their reading time. They just could grab a book that they like and read, and that just gave them a nice, positive, gentle start to the morning. And if there's anybody that I could see was in a bit of a state, or I could feel it from them, I would take them aside and maybe read with them, or just have a little chat with them, just so they just had a nice start to the day. Bullying was very bad. Yeah, yeah. I used to do. Oh, I would teach the kids about bullying. I'd have a little workshop and tell them what was behind bullying and that kind of stuff, and it was really good for them. And of course, if anybody bullied, that I must be told, because I would deal with it. I always told them, "Oh, you know what my job is?" And they'd say, "What?" This is the beginning of the year, and I said, "My job, number one, is to keep you safe." What was number two? I can't remember number two. I think being happy, keep you safe. That we're going to our relationships. That's what it was. Keep you safe. That our relationships with each other was very, very important. That we love each other, even if we don't particularly like each other, but we're respectful and that sort of thing. And then number three, the school stuff, the academic stuff comes after that. Because I told them relationships are so important. That's what the two kind of tools you're going to need throughout your life. And so we're going to build good relationships in this classroom, in a safe environment. Yeah, I love teaching. I mean, most teachers retire by the time they're about 57, 58, because they've put in a full 35 years and they get full pension then. And I went right to 65 because, now mind you, I'd missed some years raising my own daughters, but I went right to 65 because I loved it. And then, beyond my first official retirement, I did another 3 years. So, obviously I love it, but I've got other things to do now. Oh God, Hilda, that's terrible. Yeah, teaching was a calling for me. It wasn't a job. Hi, Mandy. How are you? Nice to see you. So, is there anyone who feels like coming on with me, and we'll answer a few questions? Want to come on camera? So you can put some questions in. I think I'll have room for maybe 5 or 6. Anybody game? You, Mandy? I know it's late there for you, but you're a night owl, right? I'm trying not. I'm a night owl too. I became a night owl again after retiring, but I'm backing it up now. Oh, that's okay, Michelle. No problem. I know it's spiritual or political. I'll answer either. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine, Mandy. I can go solo. Yeah. Boy, I think Trump has cooked his duck, his goose. Put a fork in him, and he's done. Yes, I'm at my cabin. This is where I live. This is not this is year round where I live. Yeah, this is my mother's cabin. I just love it. I live in paradise. I mean, that's why I took summer off. Okay, I'll start Sherry. I'll star yours. Okay, it's on the list. I've got 2 questions so far. One front. Let me see. I hope I haven't missed any. Patty G and Sherry. So if I've missed anybody, could you repost it, please? Does anyone know a good tarot casting working circle? I don't know what that you mean by that. I haven't heard of that. Are you talking about people getting together doing tarot? Yeah. Anyways, post your questions. I'm not going to be on here for too long. I just wanted to pop on, tell you I'm alive. You just watch the news and the judge is making everybody wait. Will she follow the true law or the orange law? Okay, I will star that. So, Oklahoma, Texas, and Florida. Why am I not surprised? And several other schools in the United States are giving SWATs now with a board. I mean, that's so stupid. Oh, saving fish. Wow. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Well, I don't ever want to browbeat anybody into coming on with me. It doesn't matter. I can do it solo. Bye, Heather. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, after this, I'm going to our little village and pick up some groceries. I'm going to do it on my motorcycle. Okay, so I've got 3 questions. I might as well start. So let's go to Patty G. I'm planning a cruise at the end of November. Will it be safe? I'm assuming you're meaning, will it be safe in terms of COVID, that kind of thing? Is that what you're thinking about? Is Patty still here? I haven't seen her comment in a while. Okay, COVID. All right. Okay. Which deck? Do this one? Yeah, this one feels good. Yeah, I thought the cracking knuckles was back in the mid-60s because, yeah. You're working on a new month of moon work, and I pulled the wheel from the Druid craft in response to the action I need to take to facilitate this 8 of Cups month. Okay. Okay, Hilda, I've starred your question. All right, Patty. Are you going to have a safe... I love these cards, but they do like to, the corners like to bend, and then they bend so much that then it rips at the corner. Like this card here. See how the corner's missing? Okay, will it be safe from COVID on this cruise at the end of November? Okay, let me join with Spirit. And I'll do my spray, which opens up my throat chakra. I've already saged my cards in my office here. You have 10,000 cases of COVID in Oklahoma. 76 people have passed away. Yeah, it hasn't gone away. It's only that most people are, vaccinated. Here, there's lots of people getting COVID still, and I don't want to get it, period. I haven't got it. I'm safe. Yeah, COVID's still here, folks. And it's, different variants. And I read yesterday that the incubation period is getting shorter and shorter with each of the variants. So my daughters have caught the, 2 variants in this last 3 or 4 months. And, they were pretty sick, especially the daughter that has compromised health. And so, I don't need to, because I'd like to stay away from any kind of cold or anything like that, because I'm prone, as I've said many times, I'm prone to pneumonia, and I need to take care of myself. Otherwise, I have really good health. Yeah, I continue my to wear my mask too. I don't usually use outdoors unless it's a crowded place like our Saturday market. There's lots of tourists and stuff like that. First of all, I don't usually go. And secondly, if I have to walk through that, I don't walk through the crowded part. Like I have a friend who has a table at the market, and I'll go visit her. But yeah, I'll wear my mask. And I'm going grocery shopping later. Going to wear my mask then. Yes, yes. If I was taking public transportation, definitely I would be wearing my mask at each time. We have a teacher that was having the children to mediation right after mediation. Yes, that's how we handle it. If it's serious enough, we send them to the principal, and that's what she does. She listens to both, and she writes down, both sides, and it's a mediation approach. And what's the other word? Restitution. If there's any restitution that needs to be made, then that's done. So, all right, Patty. Will Patty and whoever she's going with be safe from COVID-19 on their cruise? All right. I'll just draw 3 cards, and I might ask a pendulum as well. Okay. All right, let me ask the pendulum. Yeah, I figured it was your husband, but I didn't want to assume. He could have been going with your daughter or something. Okay. Give me I'm just going to, give me a yes, pendulum. So I see what you're doing. It's been doing different things of late. Okay, there's clearly a yes. Now show me a no. Okay. All right. If I'm going to word it this way, if Patty and her husband take the precautions like wearing masks, will they be safe from COVID on their cruise? I'm getting a yes. A big yes. And so I drew some cards. I've got the 10 of Pentacles. So I think, that's a really happy card. So I think yes. And I think you got the Tower first, but I think that means if you take the precautions, like the Emperor here, if you're benevolent to your bodies and really take care, still wear your masks. I know it's hard to do when you're eating, but maybe you could go at less busy times in the dining room. I don't know how it works, but yeah. And COVID is still there. I mean, I take this as a secret. COVID's still lingering behind the scenes. So, you can't see it, right? But it's still there. And again, the Queen of Wands, if you're creative about taking care of yourself, you'll be fine. Okay, Michelle, I do see your question. Yeah, I still wear my mask, and, whatever I'm doing, it's paying off because I haven't had COVID, and it's been our island here has been really a spot of, where it hasn't been much, but with the new variants, and that's not true anymore. And especially during tourist season, we have lots of it around. So, but a lot of people are not wearing their masks, and yeah, I am. So I don't worry about what other people think anyway. You're welcome. Yes, I still do that. Hilda, I carry my own sanitizer and stuff like that. Yeah, don't worry about what they do. Hi, Cheryl. Okay. Next question. How is your September going to be? All right, which cards am I going to work through? Which cards are we going to use? Oh, still want me to use that deck, okay. All right, I'll try not to talk so much. Get people's readings done. All right, so you can talk amongst yourselves. How does September look for my dear Sherry? Okay, I'm just being instructed to look. I see your husband. I could feel him come in, Sherry. And he's saying, what I see is he's beckoning you out the door, like, get out and do things, get out and enjoy. He's watching you, it makes him happy when you get out and enjoy yourself. So he's really encouraging you. He's at the door and he's beckoning you to come out, to go out and do things for yourself or with others that give you pleasure. So because he likes it when you're happier, he's really encouraging you. Okay, so what does September look like? Okay, Maura. Okay, I'll have taken yours. If I've missed anybody, let me know. But I think that's going to be the last question because I'm not on very long. I'm not on here very long. Okay, so I'm going to put questions are closed. Yeah, I have ADD. The H in there is hyperactivity. I don't have that, but I have the other. I just closed the questions. I'm sorry because I'm not on very long. If I have time at the end, I might consider it, but really, I'm not on for very long. Welcome, Chaley, though. I haven't seen you before. I hate to say, are you a subscriber of mine, Chaley? If you're not, if you subscribe, I'll do it. How about that? Tit for tat. Okay, Sherry. So that was a really nice message from your husband. Okay. Okay, well, if it's not a long involved question, sure. Yeah, I'll do it. Maybe I'll just throw pull 3 cards on it. Okay. Yeah, I'll do it. All right, Sherry. Okay, the cards reflect what the message your husband showed me. I mean, this is him. There he is, the Knight of Cups. He's offering you his love as he always does. And I think this is the end of a cycle for you. Here's the, I can't tell you when, Chaley, so you're going to have to rephrase that question. I think this is the end of a cycle. I know you've been going through quite a bit of grief in these last, couple of years, almost couple of years now. But you're coming to the end of a cycle. And you're the high priestess, right? There are, you know what you need to do. And I see this, the 2 of Wands. I see this as, where your husband's encouraging you to go out and see the world, to forge a new path. And I have the Page of Pentacles. And yeah, he's telling you, I mean, the Pentacles can be about health as well. And the message is, yeah, come on, take care of yourself. He wants you to be happy and get out there. So that's him giving you the message. And, okay, that's a better question. Thanks, Chaley. I will star that. Thank you for rephrasing that. And look, the 9 of Pentacles, which is a really happy card that, you're going to get, your wishes. You're going to be much happier. He wants you to rebuild your life and be happy, but you know that. So that's what September's about. So it's, I think, an end of a cycle for you and starting anew. And he's encouraging you, well, go out, enjoy life. So I hope that resonates, Sherry. Can you give me any feedback on that? I'd be appreciative. Okay. I got a text, but I can talk to them later. All right. So give me some feedback, Sherry, if that resonated with you. And Hilda, I just watched. Oh, the news, right? Okay, I'm going to use a different deck for that. Oh, thank you, Sherry. Aw, that's sweet of you to say. Yeah, I'm much more rested. I needed it. I needed to pull back. Yeah, and also, I've been teaching until the end of April, and it was time to just to truly retire. So I've been. It feels different. That's for sure. I'm not sure I like. Well, yeah, I like it, but I'm feeling every September. Of course, by about mid-August, with my teaching career, I'd be jumping at the bit, to get started with schooling again and do planning. And it's a wonderful renewal time of year for me, just because of being a teacher. And I just love the fall. And so, yeah, I feel recharged and ready for whatever comes my way. So, yeah, absolutely. Yes, trying to live this life. Well, he's back. Your husband is beckoning you. Come on. And you got that 10 of swords. So it's an end of a cycle, time to start anew. And as I said, September is a great time to start anew. Okay, so now which deck am I using? I just watched the news. Will she follow the true law or the orange law? What am I going to use for this? Maybe I could use this one. No, that's not speaking to me. No. Maybe I just need to use the pendulum. Oh, wants me to use that one. Okay. I think I'll use the pendulum as well. All right, I need to put that back. That's the crow deck. I don't like to litter my desk with all these cards, so I always put them back. Yeah, thank you, Hilda. I appreciate that. All right, let's put these back. That back. All right. Otherwise, with ADD, I can create a real mess here. So I try to be organized. All right, I'm going to try this. What is this? Is the judge going to follow the law? Or the orange law? I think I'll put 3 cards for the actual law that everyone else has to go by, or the orange law. I'll put 3 cards for that. See what happens. Okay, one more. Spirit's telling me one more. Oh, I hope this shuffling is not too loud. If it is too loud, let me know. I will always turn off my mic. I know it bugs some people, and some people like it. But, all right, so for the actual law that we all have to follow, I'm going to put down 3 cards. Okay. Okay, so for actually following the law, I've got these 3 cards. I've got the womb, and I see this as the judge saying, thinking, he's human like the rest of us. Sorry, you were born in a womb, and you weren't born a king. She doesn't care what he thinks. I know she may have done some things that seem like she's going his way, but no, she doesn't care what these things. She doesn't want a circus for this trial, so she's not going to be caught up in the tornado. And then on the other side, where it says, is she going to go by the orange law? No. She's gonna fight fire with fire. She's gonna cut out the BS, and it's her show, not his. So that's what I get. Oh, Wayne, does it really hurt your ears? Uh, okay, so that's what I get. So next question. Oh, you get two. We will be in a better place come. I really feel we will be. I mean, that's my gut feeling. Let's see what the pendulum says. Will we be in a better place after? Okay. Will we be we meaning the United States, all of us, because it affects all of us, will be in a better place after November elections? Yes. Big yes. Look how it's swinging. Big yes. Whoa, it's a big yes. Okay. The Dems are going to pick up seats. Bye. Happy cooking, Priscilla. All right, next card. Next question. Michelle, I've been trying to reinvent myself and get control over my ADHD and becoming better with management and staying on task. Do my guides have any advice for me on this? Yeah, I find that, oh, you're welcome, Hilda. Having ADD myself, I find if I have strict routines, making a list of things I have to do and checking them off, and telling myself that I'm going to feel so much better because when you're ADD, you tend to avoid things. And, I found there's lots of help on TikTok. I've been on TikTok. I've just discovered it a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. It's a lot of crazy stuff on there, especially women, showing their boobs and twerking. I don't seem to get those anymore, but at first I got a lot. But a lot of ADD and ADHD things have come up. So you can, there's some really good advice there, and quick advice, right? Keep your attention. So, maybe go online and do some research about what sort of habits you can develop. For example, I didn't floss my teeth every day. I'd kind of do them on a whim, and I finally just, when I decided one day, no, I'm going to do it. So what I did was I faithfully did it, for a week, 2 weeks, and I found then it became an ingrained habit. Like I just do it. It's like muscle memory. I don't even think about it. It's just part of my routine. Also, you can have checklists, of things to do to keep you on track. Timers, set timers. Like I was watering some plants that are in the greenhouse, and I usually just water, do the soaker for 15 minutes a day. I usually, I have to set a timer. Like the day before yesterday, it was on for hours and hours. And it's because I didn't set the timer. So what I'm doing now is setting the timer before I even turn on the soaker hose, so that I don't. So what I'm going to do is create that habit, muscle memory, set the timer, then turn on the hose. So I don't think I even need to throw cards on this, but if you pick up some, I know, oops, if you pick up some tips, I'm sure there's lots of good books out there, or just articles online. There's tons of stuff on it. Yeah. I don't think I even need to throw cards unless you want me to, but yeah, just find some advice. But I'm much better with a schedule, because I tend to put things off. Pisces do. Hi, Snow Wolf. What I'm going to do now starting September is, instead of I'll have a dream where I'm being channeled stuff for my book. I haven't been getting any really any dreams lately. I think Spirit recognizes I'm taking summer off. So I'm not remembering anything. Or if I do remember a dream, it's nothing to do with my yeah. They're difficult to start, but you just have to do it, and you have to give it time. At least try for maybe tell yourself, promise yourself, okay, I'm going to do this for 2 weeks or something like that, and just try to get it as part of your muscle memory. I call it. Oh, okay, great, Michelle. Yeah, yeah. Being AD also was very actually helpful as a teacher because in the classroom you're like you have to have your eyes everywhere. So I was always checking in on the kids. Right, this I was a good multitasker because I was checking the room, reading the room. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, I enjoy my place, and I think of my mother. Okay, next question. Maura, are you still here? First of all. Yes, that's true. There's apps. Yeah, there are apps too to help. Yeah, and programs. You bet. Hmm. Absolutely. Yes. Okay. So you just want a gentle reading. Let's see if I can. First of all, I'm going to ring my bell to change the energy here. I will. You can hear it, but I will mute. Okay. Let's see. Any advice from Maura? I'm just looking over here to see if there's any message I can see from Spirit. Do you really, really, really enjoy flowers? I'm seeing a lot of flowers here. Okay, what cards will I use for you? Oh, maybe I'll do these ones. Okay, I'm going to mute for shuffling. Okay, I saw lots of flowers. Okay, hold on. Oh, and just if Michelle's still here, just some advice about TikTok. It will suck you in. You'll go down the rabbit hole, so be really careful of that. And especially you're swiping things really fast. I mean, it's pretty fast, so you don't get addicted to it. Good, good, Michelle. All right. So what I saw, Maura, was a lot of flowers. You love flowers, but the flowers were inside. And I also saw this, spirit beckoning you out to enjoy the world. Like you've probably been really closed off with COVID as much of us have. I mean, I really have to force myself to go out too because, first of all, I don't mind being on my own. I'm a real introvert, and I never get bored. I will make coffee dates with friends so that I do get myself out, and so. Yeah, I've just have this cocoon, and I've really been concentrating on. I mean, I go out on my motorcycle and enjoy, and so I do that. That's really I've done that throughout COVID because it was a safe activity to do. I'm out there in the fresh air, and I'm by myself, and it's a great thing to do. But I find I really do still cocoon at home here, so I force myself to go out and enjoy the world outside. Um, Yeah. Anyways, Maura, was, yeah, you love flowers, but you've been inside, and spirit is beckoning you to go out more and enjoy nature and enjoy the world. So, so the energy of this is the deck of character. The energy they're reading is sprout, like to start again, if that means anything to you. And it's interesting that it was a sprout that gave you this message because you love flowers. So you need to renew, and because you've been stuck in a hole, like all of us. And yeah, you need to get out, enjoy the world. There's the airplane. Yeah, there's been a lot of tears. You need to get out and explore the world. Doesn't mean you have to take a trip on an airplane, but just get out and enjoy life and enjoy the things that you enjoy, because you're the poet, and you love spiritual things and that sort of stuff. You're just saying you'll find you again. So does that's the advice I have, or not me, it's spirit through me. Does that make any sense to you? I love feedback. Oh, that's interesting. Taowind spirit music on YouTube. I'm going to write that down. That sounds really good, Wayne. Okay, got my post-it note here. So Taowind's spirit music. So the whole thing is about 50 minutes, and it rings a bell for each chakra change. That sounds great. Okay. Sounds good. Thank you. Okay. Did it truly make sense? I do like feedback. If it didn't at all, I need to know that too. Because I can misinterpret things. But anyways, yeah, sounds like you need to, well, like all of us, need to get out into the world and enjoy life again. Yeah, fly like an eagle. That's right. I'm not saying everybody has to have a motorcycle, Hilda. You can't do a regular bike? Well, because walking's good. All right, next question. Here I am shuffling, and I don't even know what I'm shuffling for. Okay, this is the last question. Okay, how are the energies around my love life in September? Okay, is this the deck I'm to use? Yeah, all right. I'll use the Light Seers deck. That's usually, yeah, it's fun. It's not for everybody. So, but I'm a badass. I've done a lot of things that a lot of women are scared to try. Scuba diving, that kind of thing. A lot of hiking, backpacking in my youth, and you know, till I had kids, then that tied me down. But although we could have gone backpacking with them. But we lived on Salt Spring by that time, and it was really hard to leave here because it's paradise. And there's hikes here. So lots of hikes here. In fact, there's a trail right near my place. It goes up Mount Maxwell. We're on Mount Maxwell, but it goes higher, and there's a terrific lookout. Yeah, scuba diving was great. I really loved it. And here, yes, Chaley, us Pisces are badasses. That's right. Okay, great, Maura. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. So what are you going to do to get out and enjoy life? You've got that sprout. Take care of that little tender sprout. Yeah, I miss it too, Wayne. I miss it too. But the motorcycle camping kind of fulfills a little bit of that. So, all right, your love life. It's in September. What can you tell me about? I hope I'm saying your name right. Is it Chaley? Or is it Chally? Okay. All right, I'm just going to look. All right. Is Trump going to supply the ketchup packets? Yes. See, I have all that right here, Ocean. I got it all around me. The birds, the dragonflies, chipmunks, you name it. Deer come through all the time. I went out last night in the dark, and there was a buck, and he moved. So I saw him. I had my headlamp on. I looked, and I just chatted to him. It was great. Yeah, I've got it all here. Okay. All right. Your love life. Oops. Let me try that again. That cut went kind of weird. All right. Yes. My brown rabbits. Yeah, these are little ones too. Hi, Flora. I heard this weird crying. Rabbits can sound like babies crying. Well, I heard this real crying about a week ago, and about 2:00 in the morning. And I went out and I saw my cat. I had my headlamp on. I went, "What are you doing?" I kind of figured it might be a rabbit. Yeah, he was. He had gnawed on this rabbit. There was a wound on its back. So what I did was I scooped him up. I mean, it wasn't going to kill the rabbit, but I scooped up my cat and took him back in, and he was crying like he wanted to go back out again and play with his new friend. But anyways, I said, "No, not tonight. Not tonight, Merlin. You're not doing that." And so in the morning, I looked around, couldn't find the rabbit. So I trusted the rabbit was able to go off and will be able to heal. Yeah, it sounds okay. All right. Chaley. When I looked, I saw someone coming in and giving you a little heart. It was on the top of a stick, like, just this little heart, and giving it to you. And you were kind of reluctant, And I feel like I think you've got some baggage, like you're afraid to get out there. And the energy of the reading, and if this is, I'm really off base, let me know. But the energy of the reading is, I think you're really stuck in the past. This is the Six of Cups, is the card of nostalgia, but also it's being really, I think, stuck in the past. I think you've got some things that you need to deal with, some baggage, and you need to deal with that first. I'm wondering if that makes sense. I mean, here's the Page of Cups, and I think even though you want to meet somebody, I think subconsciously or unconsciously, whatever you want to put it, I think this card is the Page of Cups, which can mean like a surprise, that sort of thing. But it also, here's a pig with wings. It's almost like in the back of your mind, subconsciously you're saying, yeah, I'll meet the right person for me when pigs fly. Like I haven't been able to meet the right person. So I'm kind of getting that vibe off it. Okay. Yeah, you need to. So there's some things you need to walk away from. So you've got some things to deal with. This is the Eight of Cups. You've got some things to leave behind you before you can get to the Sun here. And the Nine of Cups is your wishes and desires fulfilled. So you're walking away, the Eight of Cups, to this, but there's things that you need to leave behind. You're strong. You're really strong. And you will find that love. There's the heart. And you'll you've got support from the spirit. You've got the support you need, and you will be celebrating. But it says very clearly, and I got from what I looked at, is there's some things you need to deal with before you can have a healthy relationship. And and I've been doing the same thing, and I've been clearing out a lot of stuff. And I know that actually relationship probably is not coming for me anytime soon because I've got other spiritual work to do. And I'm not sure I'll have time for, to really give freely to what a partner deserves. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. So what is that? You say you're not off base. I think I moved from the past, but I keep getting a message that I haven't. So okay. So do some meditations about maybe spirit to reveal to you some of the things you need to let go of, or things that you need to let go of. Maybe ask spirit to give you messages in your dreams. But you have to think about the things that are hanging you up, maybe, heartaches from the past, that sort of thing. You are so welcome. Okay, I'm glad I read for you. All right, that was the last question. And thanks, guys. I'm going to go off on my motorcycle now and do a few errands, and I'll pop up another time, but I'm not doing any schedule right now. As I said, I've been taking a break, but I'll pop on every now and again. Okay, thanks, guys. Have a great rest of the evening.